first, we're going viral. The Eagles were getting ready for their Super Bowl parade, but at least one member of the social media team is still at the office. Check out this from the team's official Twitter account just moments ago. A quick throwback Thursday before we get on the parade buses with a clip and quote below of Nick saying it, quote, every team that makes the playoffs in the NFC has a better shot of making the Super Bowl than your #1 seed, Philadelphia.
Billy, I thought we were good, man. When y'all made the Super Bowl, I went on TV that Monday and apologized, said I was wrong, ate the crow, listened to the stadium, the section in front of us chant, Nick Wright sucks at the conference championship game. Why can't today just be a day of celebration?
Eagles fans, you're right. He's supposed to be an expert. He's supposed to be more responsible. Anytime you see Nick Wright, get him on one shot right here. Anytime you see that head tilted to the side, you got bad news for sports fans. That's what he tried to do to you. But if you see the video, Chris Carter's straight looking into the camera saying, yes, Jenna, they are contenders. You and I have believed in the Eagles. They're still a contender even though their quarterback is hurt. We don't apologize for them because we work with them. Y'all right. Y'all right about Nick Wright. You're not wrong.
Man, Cece, when I showed him this right before the break that this happened, Cece's watching the video. I'm like, man, it's not that bad. He's like, no, shut up. I'm like, what's wrong? He's like, oh, I'm just checking to make sure what I said is straight. Oh, yeah, I was right. I'm good.
That's what it's about, man.
Man, hey, Eagles, enjoy your day. Quit being petty.
Live up to your namesake, man. It's about being
By the way, retweeted 1,500 times.
It's been up 8 minutes.
Undisputed is coming
Speaking
up
of
right
petty,
after us.
the queen herself.
Hey, joy, shade from Nick.
Look at your buddy. Look what he's doing, making friends all around the country.
It is not a good thing. What are you and the guys talking about today, Joy?
Good morning, Jenna. Good morning, Chris. Nick, I feel for you. I said the Eagles had no chance, zero chance against the Patriots on my podcast, so I had to eat crow as well. This might be the first thing we've ever agreed upon, ever.
Appreciate that. You guys are having a good time talking about LeBron today, though.
Oh, yes, we will. Yes, we will. He won a championship last night, apparently. Coming up on Undisputed, did LeBron and the Cavs make a statement last night? And how much longer will Bill Belichick stay in New England? Plus, Chris Broussard, Mark Schlereth, and Rob Parker are in studio with us. Undisputed is coming up next. Nick, sorry you have to eat it today. Just to be clear, though, also, Shannon picked the Patriots to win the Super Bowl as well, and then he just came on the next morning and flipped and acted like he picked the Eagles. So you can try that as well, and then everyone will just forget who you picked. So you can do that.
Petty. Everyone's getting a taste this morning.
Thank you, Joy.
Back to you guys.
Appreciate that. We'll look forward to it. Hey, if you had an extra 3 hours to kill last night and did not watch the Cavs-Timberwolves game, what were you watching? Incredible finish to an incredible game. After weeks of flailing, after going 6-13 since Christmas, the Cavs finally were able to pull one out behind their leader, LeBron James. 37 points, 10 boards, 15 assists for his 9th triple-double this season. I think 64 of his career. The game ending on a buzzer-beating overtime fadeaway shot by LeBron. He spoke after the game. Take a listen.
But it was a great win for us. We needed this after that tough loss last night in Orlando. Our fans were unbelievable. Our guys stuck with it even though they were shooting the heck out of the ball. Man, they shot 58% from the field, and we were still able to get a win. But when we play Cavaliers basketball tonight, that's all we can ask.
Nick, should last night's win have any impact on the very closely approaching NBA trade deadline this afternoon?
It should. It should be a reminder to Cleveland your window to win the title ends the moment you let LeBron walk out that door. The moment LeBron walks out that door, you go back to being what the Cleveland Cavaliers have been the entirety of their history, where their best highlight ever is a shot being made against them, as Craig Elo watches in dismay. That's your highlight. Maybe a Larry Nance Sr. dunk contest. That's your highlight before this guy was there. And so if you don't do everything you can when you still have peak LeBron James, which, by the way, last night was a reminder, that's still what you got. 35, 10, and 15 in 48 minutes on 70+% shooting. You know how many guys in league history have gone 35, 10, and 15 on 70% shooting ever? LeBron and Wilt. That's your list. He did it in year 15. He did it in a game where he sat for a grand total of 17 seconds in the second half in overtime. So if you're still in the mindset of, no, we have to plan for life after LeBron, and that very important Brooklyn pick, which is likely going to be the 7th or 8th pick of the draft, then you're fooling yourself. So, yeah, last night was the last chance they have to alter course and let people know, you know what, you can get that Brooklyn pick if we can get Kemba Walker, if we can get DeAndre Jordan.
Look, even though the Cavs struggle, I don't think the opinion of LeBron James has changed in that. I mean, he was playing at an MVP level when the team was playing well. Now, Kevin Love is hurt. They tried to insert IT into the lineup. They don't have team chemistry, but we weren't questioning LeBron James, like how good is he? Even if Butler, even if he makes the shot before LeBron blocks it, LeBron doesn't make the game winner. They're still in a crisis. They still need to make a trade. They still got to trade the Brooklyn pick. Like, even if they win or lose, so they don't send no message last night. They've been playing bad basketball. They need someone else on this team. So it didn't change last night. It's nice to see LeBron play well. It's nice to see the team get a win. You don't want to see them lose back-to-back, Orlando and the Timberwolves, especially at home. So for me, it doesn't change. They're in crisis mode. You cannot lose LeBron James. LeBron only has a little bit of confidence in the organization, and the only way potentially maybe to win it back is be able to change trade everything. The Brooklyn pick, one of the stars, that being IT or Kevin Love. Like, I would give LeBron at this point whatever he needed to be able to keep his interest, that we might have a chance. Because right now, I think they only have a little chance of being able to keep him in Cleveland beyond this year.
But you don't think they're going to do that?
No,
you don't
I
think
don't
they're
think
going to do any of those things?
No, they got 5.5 hours. I believe they're not going to do anything because of Dan Gilbert.
Is there a player, even two, but probably one player that if you packaged all those players and sent them out, you would get in return, that would help the Cleveland Cavaliers win the NBA title?
Yeah, Kemba Walker.
Man, if I could trade IT for Kemba Walker, forget just Kemba Walker, but if I could trade IT and package him in a deal for Kemba Walker, that would be a deal
Kemba
that's
Walker
appealing.
will help them win.
Yeah, because I don't want Kemba Walker and IT on the same team. I don't want two small guards who are dominant on the ball. No, that's not a winning recipe. So Kemba Walker is not just the answer. It's I need to move IT also.
To get Kemba Walker, by the way, you could include IT in it, but you have to include the Brooklyn pick. Dan Gilbert says he's not going to trade the Brooklyn pick. I hope last night was a realization for him about what he is risking losing if he doesn't trade the Brooklyn pick. To answer your question,
listen,
hold on, let me just answer Jenna real quick. No matter who they trade for, if they make a trade today, they would be the underdogs against the Warriors. I just want to make that clear. They'd be you said would they? They could have beat the Warriors, but no matter who they trade for,
there's no player
they'd be
available
the underdog
with that type of talent that would make them the.
So could that be what Dan Gilbert is factoring in?
But
man, Dan Gilbert don't know what he's doing, Jenna. Like, he don't know what. No, he don't know what he's doing. He is an owner who wants to be more involved after being in the background where people have been successful. Griffin, the general manager, he was successful. He was one of the lowest paid general managers there. He didn't appreciate that. There are owners who think that they are rich and believe that their business IQ transfers over into sports. We've seen it. NBA, we've seen it in the NFL. It doesn't necessarily transfer over. You need basketball and football people making these decisions and let Dan Gilbert make the big business decisions.
And I just, listen, we found out earlier this week that there is an NBA owner that watches this show because he quoted it to us at the Nets game. So hopefully Dan Gilbert's another NBA owner that watches this show. Dan, here's, right now, 85% chance you have the 7th pick or worse from that Brooklyn pick. 15% chance right now you have a top 3 pick. So you have the 7, 8, 9, somewhere in there. What type of players do you get? Well, let's just look at drafts. 5 years ago, Ben McLemore, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, Trey Burke. 4 years ago, Julius Randle, Nick Stauskas, Noah Vonleh. 3 years ago, Emmanuel Mudiay, Stanley Johnson, Frank Kaminsky. Like, those guys, that's your life raft. That's your post-LeBron James. Oh, listen, don't worry, guys. We're going to be fine because we're going to have Kevin Love. We might overpay IT, and we're going to have one of these guys. There is no life raft post-LeBron. If you don't, and we all agree, right, that as the team is presently constituted, if they get washed in the finals, or as you think they will, get beat before the finals, LeBron's gone, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Well, so if you're not doing everything to keep him there in the next, like Cece mentioned, 5.5 hours, you've lost your mind.
What does this mean for the future of LeBron James? Should they not make a trade if he does leave? Now this opens up everything.
No, it's just the percentage of him staying in Cleveland become increasingly less because LeBron is not going to play with a younger player because it's not going to help him get to what he wants his championship. LeBron doesn't want to get to finals, all right, even though Nick is consumed with finals. LeBron needs championships to get closer to Michael Jordan.
I want to make this last point before we go. The odds of keeping LeBron are very low, but if you look around the NBA at the places he's been rumored to possibly go to, the Lakers, they're now saying they're pivoting to 2019. So I don't know if you can cross them off the list, but they're less likely. Houston might win the title. He can't go there if they win the title.
Who told you that?
I don't think he can go there if
But
they
who
win the
told
title.
you that, though?
I don't believe he would go there if they win the title. The point that I'm making is, if L.A. doesn't open up the cap space, if Houston wins the championship, the odds of keeping LeBron, if you make some proper moves, have gone up, not down. But that's, if you stand pat at the trade deadline, you will be, if they stand pat at the trade deadline, you will be right. There will be 35 games and counting in LeBron's career.
LeBron James and Kyrie Irving in Boston.
In Boston, he goes there. It was all a big plot.
It was all a big plan from the very beginning. No?
LeBron, yo, Kyrie, I'm leaving in a year. You get out now.
This is my 3-year plan.
I'm going to go meet you over there. That'd be a hell of a story.
Great show, guys.
Is going to have the scoop on that.
Have an awesome Thursday. We're back here tomorrow morning at 6:30 Eastern. We will discuss everything that happens with the trade deadline. Undisputed starts right now.